Welcome, my alumni friends. My name is Jim Wright. I'm the director of Alumni Services, and we are back for another Facebook Live broadcast, which we will have every Friday at 12 noon. And I am speaking solo today. I don't have an alum or staff member. We were very, very busy this past May, and it was an incredible time to really talk about family and mental health and other related topics as we try to stay closely connected to the national themes in recovery. This month, the month of June is Pride Month, and in honor of the LGBTQ people community, I kind of thought through this a little bit about the recovery. Three main words, and in recovery, a lot of us need to either learn a little bit more about our honesty, our openness, and our acceptance. And those are good, solid words. There's a very, very, very defined definition for each of these. And, number one, honesty. What are we doing? We're calling out our sobriety. How honest are you? Are you on an honor system? When the time working with gateway counselors and clinicians and staff, and obviously alumni, being able to know where you are in your own sobriety, your journey to stay sober. From alcohol and from drugs. Substance use disorder is a very, very difficult thing to overcome. And I've always said that I needed to be honest, knowing that if I choose not to use, I have the ability to stay in this sober world. One thing that's important too is I know that we want this. Do you want it? Are we going to stay focused on the recovery group, being honest in our meetings, our events, really anything that allows you to stay connected? I was visiting with a friend a little bit about honesty, and she stated that how dishonest are you, or what has happened through the time we've had together in recovery. And I looked at her and I said, wow. She said, well, I've had, good 27, almost 28 years sober. And she said, well, where are you on your honesty? So we started to talk specifically about that. It was very interesting. And I think what I've learned to do too, when I am actually if I am dishonest, or if I just really am not checking in about my own sobriety, mindfulness, sobriety, that you learn from Gateway, is that I go to number two and I look at openness. Openness, it's a matter of being open to all people, places, and things. That again is that tagline is real. People, places, and things. And you learn to disarm your prejudices, people that you may meet in recovery together. I think that the treatment, or what we do from residential or outpatient, if it's face-to-face, or obviously with our virtual services, it's important to know that, being open is incredibly important. I always go back to that in the first 90 days of being sober. And again, the people around me were suggesting that, because I went back and I said, why is people so open? Why are they sharing their stories like they are? It says, because this is what keeps them sober. I was like, oh, that makes sense. So if you don't really have anything to add on your own, or the people around you, make sure that you just stay quiet, meditate in the rooms. I believe, and I know today it's still very active, is that you have that fear of sharing something, or not making the right decisions, or something relates to your relationships or your work or whatever you're doing. That's part of recovery. Number 3, acceptance. Whoa, that's a biggie, right? Can you accept where you are in your own recovery? Am I sober? Am I abstinent from drugs? Am I looking at how I may possibly rationalize this is okay, but this is not okay? I think that's what happens in our alumni events, our meetings, other connections that we have. If for some reason we go in or out of services, you know what? I accept that. I accept the fact that we need to stay together, stay connected. You've heard me talk about that multiple times. I always go back to if I have any conflicts or for some reason I don't agree with somebody, I've learned to actually listen and converse. We find that acceptance of ourselves and the people around us, that's critically important. I always looked at the if it's SMART, 12-step, any kind of recovery groups related to therapy or therapists and psychologists, or anything related to maybe even Celebrate Recovery through church. It is all important to kind of, I think, really put yourself in that place. So again, when I go back, honesty, just to recap this, wow. Honesty is probably one of the biggest ones. Where are you with, that type of behavior? Being honest is okay. Or admitting, when you're wrong. Number 2, openness. Openness. How open are you? We have alumni that want to tell their story. We have other alumni that want to share. We have other alumni that want to be part of that process. And it takes time. It just truly takes time. A lot of people that I have worked with or mentored or even sponsored, or other people that I've gotten to know in this recovery community, I found, and I always say this, I love it. It's like a melting pot of people that want to get better, get well. Number 3, acceptance. Acceptance, the definition of acceptance is that, who am I? Am I okay with myself? As I've gotten a little bit older, you have a look at that. I actually have a mentor I talk to that just, gives me a really, really good insight about who I am. And that sometimes you can look at, like I look at my own brokenness of things, and being able to not, rationalize everything that comes across my path. So alumni community and recovery, and honoring the LGBTQ community is incredibly important to us. It's important to me. It's important to, we know that it's great. And when I think about where we are and what we accept, that is probably the best thing that has happened. Anyway, so we are continually growing the Gateway Connect app. It is, you can connect through, our new link is G-Connect from Gateway, and that will immediately take you to the Apple Store or to Google Play. Please download this app. It's free to you. We have a lot of alumni that have decided to utilize the exploration features or explore, just to be able to look at our promotions, obviously what events, what meetings, all the links to the different types of meetings. There's videos, there's podcasts. It's incredible, and then there are a number of alumni from all our locations that post and talk to each other. And this is free to you. So, definitely give it a try. The other is that we actually are going to have an alumni reunion, and the date is October 9th of this year, and we are working out all the details, and we'll get more information to you very, very soon. But this is going to be a lot of fun, and the alumni reunion will be held here in Chicago, and we'll go from there. So I know it's supposed to be a very warm and pleasant weekend. Memorial Day, or I should say the weekend, was kind of cold. So anyway, please, everybody have a healthy and safe weekend, and I'll talk to you next Friday. Thank you. Bye.